Hello learners, welcome back to your education channel Learn and Educate. In the previous video we have learned about section 90 and section 91. Let us continue with that. And now section 92. Section 92 Public Charities, subsection 1. In the case of any alleged breach of any express or constructive trust, when there is a breach of the express or constructive trust which is created for the public purposes, then such a charitable of the trust of such a charitable or a religious nature where the direction of the court is deemed necessary for the administration of such a trust, the advocate general or two or more persons which is having an interest in the trust and having obtained the leave of the court may institute a suit, whether contentious or not, in the principal civil courts of the original jurisdiction or in any other court empowered in that behalf by the state government within the local limits of whose jurisdiction the whole or any part of the subject matter of the trust is situated, to obtain a decree. A. For removing any trustee. B. Appointing a new trustee. For removal of any trustee, appointment of any new trustee, vesting any property in a trustee. D. Directing accounts and inquiries. E. Declaring what proportions of the trust property or of the interest therein shall be allocated to any particular object of the trust. F. Authorizing the whole or any part of the trust property to be left, sold, mortgaged, or exchanged. G. Settling a scheme. Or H. Granting any such further or other relief which, as of the nature of the case, we requires. Subsection 2. Same as provided by the Religious Endowments Act 1863, as per the Religious Endowment Act 1863, or by any corresponding law in force in the territories which, immediately before the 1st of November 1956, were comprised in a state were comprised in Part B states, no suit claiming any of the reliefs specified in subsection 1 shall be instituted in the respect of any such trust as is therein referred to, except in conformity with the provisions of that subsection. Subsection 3 of section 92. The court may alter the original purposes of an express or constituted trust. The court will alter the original purpose of express or constructive trust which is created for the purpose of charitable or religious nature, and allow the property or income of that such trust or any portion of it to be applied cypress in one or more of the following circumstances. The property or the income of such trust shall be applied cypress in one or more of the following circumstances. The court which has altered the original purpose in where the original purpose of the trust in whole or in part has been or fulfilled, or second, it cannot, where the original purpose of the trust cannot be carried out at all or cannot be carried out according to the directions or given in the which is given in the instruments creating the trust, or where there is no such instrument according to the spirit of the trust, or the court shall alter the original purpose, and the property or income of such trust or any portion of it shall be applied cypress in one or more of the following circumstances, which is namely B, where the original purposes of the trust provide a use for a part only of the property available by virtue of the trust, or C, where the property which is available by virtue of the trust and other property applicable for similar purposes can be more effectively used in conjunction with, and to that end can suitably be made applicable to any other purpose regarding being had to the spirit of the trust and its applicability to the common purposes. D. Where the original purposes in whole or in part were laid down by reference to an area which was there but has now ceased to be a unit for that purposes. E. Where the original purpose in whole or in part from time the time when it has been laid down, first been adequately provided for by any other means, or ceased as being useless or harmful, cease to be useless or as harmful to the community, or C. Third, ceased to be ceased in law, in charitable. Fourth, ceased in any other way to provide a suitable and effective method of using the property available by virtue of the trust regarding being had to the spirit of the trust. The analysis of section 92, charitable purposes, the public nuisances and other wrongful acts affecting the public. A. In the case of an alleged breach of any express or constructive trust created for public purposes of a charitable or religious nature, or where the directions of the court is deemed necessary for the administration of such a trust, the subject matter of the trust which is situated to obtain a decree. A. Removing any trustee. B. Appointing any trustee. C. Vesting any property in a trustee. D. Directing accounts and inquiries. Removing trustee, appointing new trustee, vesting any property in the trust, directing the accounts and inquiries. E. Declaring what proportion of the trust property or of any interest on it shall be allocated to any particular objective of the trust. F. Authorizing the whole or any part of the trust property to be left, sold, mortgaged, or exchanged. G. Settling a scheme. H. Granting such further or any other relief as the nature of the case which requires. Analysis of section 92 part B. The court may alter the original purposes of an express or constructive trust created for the public purpose of a charitable or religious nature, and allow the property or the income of such trust to be applied as cypress in one or more of the to be applied in one or more of the following circumstances, which are where the original purpose of the trust in whole or in part have been fulfilled or cannot be carried out according to the directions given in the instrument which is creating the trust. Part B section, where the original purposes of the trust provide for a use or a part only of the property available by virtue of the trust. C. Where the property available by virtue of the trust and other property which is applicable for similar purposes can be more effectively used in any other purposes regard being had to be the spirit of the